Line 5, an oil pipeline running through the Straits of Mackinac, has been at the center of controversy for many years now. Its future is in limbo as environmentalists and the state battle with Enbridge to shut it down. Tonight, 13 on Your Side's Eric Howard talks with two filmmakers who decided to draw attention to the issue, documenting their experience on paddle boards.
When a group of Midwestern filmmakers returned to Lake Michigan to document the beauty of the lakeshore, their 425-mile paddleboard journey exposed a community focused on the preservation of important and iconic lakes.
Everybody in Michigan can rally behind protecting the Great Lakes, no matter kind of what your background is.
William Wright, producer and one of two leads in the new documentary, Troubled Water.
It was really special to be able to come back to the Midwest and tell an environmental story, and especially highlight the beauty of northern Michigan and the Great Lakes.
And Davis Huber, the film's director. Both from Indiana, the two frequented Lake Michigan throughout their childhood.
We've been doing everything that you can, do in the Great Lakes for as long as we can remember.
And on one paddleboarding trip to see the unrivaled beauty once again.
And we actually were on a paddle trip where we tried to paddle from kind of where I live in Petoskey to where Chris lives in Elk Rapids.
They discovered something deeper.
And we kind of were shown that there's a big oil issue or a Line 5 pipeline issue in the Straits of Mackinac.
The group discovered the robust activism around the Line 5 pipeline, which transports 540,000 barrels of oil per day underneath Lake Michigan.
And at the time when we were planning the trip, a big, push around this movement to get Line 5 shut down was to get Governor Whitmer to actually shut the pipeline down.
That push and activism coming from people like Erica Bolden, a member of the Michigan Climate Action Network who focuses on Line 5 and consulted on the film.
The whole world is dependent on these little tiny pockets that we have that are supplying fresh water. And there's already 40 million people who are dependent on the Great Lakes for drinking water alone.
While Bolden feels there hasn't been enough change to systems like Line 5, she finds hope in the rise in activism and climate awareness.
Things like this, right? This documentary, we should all feel a little bit more confident talking about this because it's our beach, right?
It's a message that David and William felt they could only tell with the Great Lakes as their backdrop.
From the beginning, we wanted to tell a story about taking action and doing what you can to protect the place that you love.
It's a fun story about two guys who absolutely love the Great Lakes. When you come away with it, there's a very easy call to action to say, hey, is this something I love? There is something you can do to help.
In a statement to 13 on Your Side, a spokesperson for Enbridge said in part, "We remain fiercely committed to protecting the natural resources of Michigan and the Great Lakes region and to building the Great Lakes Tunnel." You can read the full statement from Enbridge on 13onyourside.com. In the studio, I'm Eric Howard, 13 on Your Side.